Hello everyone, Artistoftruth again, here for you. Seafood. Big Daddy J, whatever. I'm just kidding. Matters very little what you call me. Unless you call it to my face. Hanging out here. Wow. Look at this shot here. See that? The wind blowing. It's just amazing. Be out here, got the old barn there. Just hanging out on family's farm. Let's hit the sky there. Wow, a little bit too much there with the sun. Yeah, it's just beautiful. Anyway, even though I am making this video series, this one in particular, pretty much about fasting, juice fasting, 60 days to reboot the body, cannot avoid the philosophy, as always, rocking the mala, being involved in Chinese Kung Fu and Wing Chun and yoga, and, Buddhism and Taoism, Confucius, all the Eastern philosophers, and different ancient cultural studies and all have really affected my mindset, I guess. So, I'm always talking about liberating the mind and not being conditioned, but obviously that is a form of conditioning as well. But usually philosophy is aimed at unconditioning, saying that doubt everything and find the way for yourself, through studying what has occurred in the past. Stand on the shoulders of the past in order to see the future. That little tidbit of philosophy there for you, that type of thing. But anyway, today would be day number 20 as far as my 60-day juice reboot is going. I am still 131 pounds. A few things changing here and there. Letting the hair grow. My daughter loves it. Speaking of my daughter, it's interesting to think that how time flows and how precious life is, and all. Just a few days ago, I was out here running around with her and playing and laughing, and now I'm out here by myself, just watching the wind, or at least the effect of the wind here on the field. Such a beautiful thing. Maybe I am being overly philosophical for some of you that just want to know how juice affects your colon, but it's how I am. It's just a facet of my personality. Sometimes I'm angry, and sometimes I'm sad, but mostly I'm happy. But it's just part of the flow, But I am feeling calm, if you haven't noticed. I feel really good. My body feels well, I feel healthy. I'm happy to see such an outpouring with this thing, in my inbox on Facebook, my email, the Artistoftruth email at least, Artistoftruth at gmail.com, by the way. And the Artistoftruth channel seems to be doing really well on YouTube. But I do all of this to just show a part of my life. For years I've been writing and posting philosophy and doing things, and I always had people say, you should record parts of your life. And at first I thought, no, I don't think people would want to see anything about my life. And you're really not seeing my life, you're seeing me here as I am monologuing to you. It's a little bit different. If I had a camera crew to follow me around, I think that would suffice, and then you would get to see different aspects of what goes on in the day. Most important thing in life, and then during this 60-day juice reboot, is to remain positive, no matter what seems to be happening around you. I know that is a tall order sometimes, but it is still something that you have to do. Every day I go through these things, and lately I've had lots of personal things happening, and I have to remind myself of my own practices, and I do my mantra and my repetition of certain affirmations to improve my mind and to remind me that everyone is becoming angry. And the person that cuts you off in traffic and then flips you off as they ride by, something is obviously going on in their life too. We are all seeking happiness at some point. We go about it in terrible ways sometimes. And if I have been of service by doing this juice feast or fast and allowing you to see parts of my life over this period of time, then that is something good in life. It is something that is beneficial. And if you need help in a personal way, I'm doing all of this stuff for free. I do charge for lessons and things like that. But even then, sometimes I do it for free. It depends on what the person needs in their life and where we all are. I am happy to help for free. I'm not saying that I want to charge anyone. If you send me a message, if there's any particular thing you would like for me to make a video on, I will be happy to do it. Particular ingredients and how they actually affect the body. The main thing is to just juice. Get that juice flowing into your body. Had a question in my inbox recently and asking for words of encouragement. Gentleman said that he had began the juice fast, but eating one meal and juicing most of the day, and now he was preparing to actually do only juice. So be forewarned that your mind is your greatest asset and your worst enemy. It is going to play games with you and tell you that you need to eat and that you're sick and your head hurts, and then everyone around you is going to join in to chant that same mantra. But they will change, and so will your mind. It's important to stay focused. But just get on the juice, brother. The natural juice. Not the juice per se. But have fun with it. Inspire yourself in some way. Start to read a book if you've never read. Do something that is different, unique, and maybe at least unique to something you would normally do in your life. Got to get the shot. I just love the way the grass is moving around back there. But do something to inspire yourself. Maybe that can mean going for a walk, spending one day in silence, going to see a movie, laughing, enjoying yourself with friends and family. Go see a relative you haven't seen in a while. Just do something different, something from your childhood. If the money was no object, and you didn't have to go to work tomorrow, or people always say, what if you were going to die? What if you were going to die tomorrow? Well, I don't like to think that way. But what if you had that passion for life, knowing that life is so precious that it will not be, at least in this form, forever? What would you do then? In the usual mind, even my mind says, well, I still have to work, I have to pay bills, I have to do these things. Sure. But do something that you enjoy. And find a way to make that your life. And to support yourself. I posted a video recently of Alan Watts talking about that very thing, a philosopher. He's dead now, but he was a philosopher. He was very much an inspiration even to Bruce Lee in his philosophy in life. And an inspiration to me as well. But think of something that inspires you, and that will keep you motivated during this juicing. Why are you doing it? Are you doing it just to see, just to have fun? There doesn't really have to be any particular reason, but if there is one, there's a motivation that I want to change my life. Maybe you don't need to lose any weight, but maybe your life is going in a direction where you feel like, if I don't change something now, I'm going to be this way forever, living in misery, wishing that life would be different, that I could be out in a field somewhere, holding a camera, talking to all of my friends. But just maybe in that moment, something changes in your life, something changes in your mind, and you free yourself. Maybe you don't go back to work. Maybe you struggle for a little while. Maybe you do something different. And I mean this to everyone that is watching now. Or maybe you go right back to that job with such a ferocity and such a revitalization in your mind that you simply become it, and you take it over and you raise it up to the level of your standard, and then you really want to be there. Or maybe you wake up a a week from now and you're in the Grand Canyon somewhere. Who knows? But life is now. I know this wasn't all about juicing and how pears affect your life and all of that, but why do we do anything in life? Why do we live? Why is there life? Ask the questions. Doubt everything. Doubt me. Do not follow anyone blindly. Doesn't mean that you don't do anything and you pause yourself and you freeze in existence. I apologize. I got a little excited. But it just means that do something worth doing. Free yourself from the control that has been placed upon you, whether it is from education or religion or anything. Simply do what makes you happy, that is positive, and that is good for yourself and others, and that is free. I have lots of dreams. I am guilty of putting many things off. I am no saint. I am no prophet. I'm just like you. My mind may be a little different. But that's all it takes. You can be imprisoned in your body, and if your mind is free, you will always be free. I hope that I have not been overly philosophical for anyone. I'm 131 pounds, day 20 on the juice. I have an emotional ride today. I felt a little sad. I miss my daughter. I've got lots of things going on myself. But right now in this moment, I'm alive. I can breathe. The sun is on my face. What else is there in life other than the problems I've created in my mind? My bills, they don't exist here. Who cares? I will move on. Take everything from me. Strip me. And I will still be alive. And I will still have a chance to move on and do something different in life. And as it is for me, so it is for you. I hope that I've been helpful. As always, I love everyone. I'll talk with you soon.